I want to talk a little bit about energy. And when I talk about energy, I don't just mean like something that's like intangible and hard to understand. I want to talk about it in a way that's simple and, very applicable and noticeable in real life. And that way that I want to talk about it is the way we say things and what we say and what we do. Because what we don't acknowledge is what we say matters. What you say matters. And what you do matters. And what other people do matters as well. However, how you react to what someone else does matters more than what they say. Why do I say that? Is because what they say is usually about them. Usually. It's their representation of what you've attracted. And why do I say that you've attracted it? Is because what you say, you spoke into existence. You may have a thought. It may be something that you see as general as I want to sit in the chair, or no, that's a really nice chair. And that person may come up and they may say or agree with the fact that that's a nice chair, and they may say that that's a nice chair. So the reason why I say what you say matters, it matters to you because it's something that you will notice in your reality. And why I say what they do matters is because it's the universe telling you that I hear you and this is how I want to relate to you in that moment. I hope that makes sense. And something else too about energy. Um, Energy is inside of you. People don't acknowledge this. Like when we talk about energy, we talk about relationships, interactions with each other. But we don't acknowledge the fact that there's energy inside of us. Unless we say that it's positive energy. But we don't take accountability for the negative energy that's inside of us. And that negative energy, it can't be cleared out by like saging or anything like that. Saging your environment or saging your house or wherever you stay or whatever, it clears the air out of the environment. However, the negative energy stays around because there's a negative energy that is in you that's causing you to project this negative energy out into your environment. And since this negative energy is being projected out into your environment, that energy stays around. Do you understand that there's people who sage every day, each and every day, and they wonder why there's negative energy around them and they don't know how to get rid of it? It's because there are things within them that they need to cleanse, they need to purge, they need to detox. Because the energy seeps out of them, even if they're not necessarily focused on the thing that's bothering them or the thing that's causing them to release this negative energy. That negative energy or that sad energy, depressed energy is still inside of them and it's being projected out because it's something that they haven't dealt with within themselves. And a lot of people probably won't agree with that, but when it comes down to it, you have to accept the fact that there's energy inside of you that could be bad, that could be bad enough to cause your causes your environment to, I want to say it a different way because it won't make sense if I say it that way. Um, you have to acknowledge the fact that there's negative energy inside of you that you have to deal with. And the negative energy inside of you that you have to deal with can be detoxed, it can be released, it can be let go of, but you can't just assume that it's just stuff that's going on outside of you or around you, because as within, so without. What's happening on the outside is a reflection of things that are happening on the inside. And I was also going to say that even with the songs and things that we listen to, or things that we watch on TV, or things that we hear people say, like we accept things into our reality. Like we can accept someone on TV, or it could be like, for example, like reality stars arguing on TV. Like we could give that energy by laughing at that, but we're subconsciously modeling that behavior and telling ourselves that that type of behavior is acceptable or entertaining. So our mind thinks that that's okay for us to act out or do, which some people accept that, some people like that. But you can't accept that. You can't like that and then wonder why you have certain things manifest in your life that are not favorable to you or that are not enjoyable to you. Another example of that is rappers. Like, one of the reasons, or one of the things that I've noticed since I haven't been listening to rap music in years, like actively I haven't been listening to rap music. I may hear a song here and there, or I may go to a function or whatever and hear some rap music, but generally speaking, my days consist of not listening to rap music. And the reason why is because listening to a lot of rap music, and the only reason why I say rap music in general is because it's something that I grew up on, and it's the type of music that I'm most familiar with, other than like R&B. Even though I will say that I'm pretty eclectic now, or I've always been pretty eclectic, but I generally, growing up, I listened to rap music. Almost went off on a tangent, but the reason why I don't listen to a lot of it now is because of the images and the energy that they put in their music. You know, it could be putting down women, or it could be guns, it could be just negative and depressing energy that may sound good. It may have a nice beat behind it, it may have a nice rhyme or whatever, but at the end of the day, you're transferring energy, especially over music. It's dangerous to listen to a rap song or whatever. It's not dangerous to listen to any message over beats or instrumentals or whatever, because that energy gets into your system differently. People always talk about 440 hertz and 432 hertz, and the difference between how it makes you feel, but when it comes down to it, it's also the lyrics, the words that people say that can make you feel negative, or make you feel depressed, make you feel like you have to adopt a attitude or mindset that you don't necessarily agree with, or that isn't necessarily good for you. One of the things that we've accepted as a society is this whole, for example, this whole careless mindset, this IDGAF mentality. But I've always been against that because I know as a human that it's not good for us to not care about certain things or about anything. I mean, we're supposed to care about ourselves. We're supposed to care about our fellow human, like male, female, whatever you want to call them. Like, I don't want to get into that right now, but um, we're supposed to care, and we're supposed to treat them. We're supposed to speak to them a certain way. We're supposed to talk to them kind and be kind to each other. One of the things that people don't necessarily acknowledge is that we aren't kind to each other. We don't talk to each other with manners. We don't say please. We don't say thank you. We don't say all these things that may seem small, like when you think about it, because what is it to say thank you to somebody? What is it to say excuse me? What is it to say I'm sorry? What is it to take accountability for what you do or what you say? It may seem like something that, is trivial even, but it's something that we shouldn't take for granted. It's something that we shouldn't neglect because these things welcome opportunities for you to say thank you again, for you to be grateful, for you to have more responsibility, for you to love, for you to have people who treat you kindly as well. By doing little things like saying thank you or treating someone kind, speaking, holding the door, or doing random acts of kindness for people, it welcomes other opportunities for those things to show up in your reality. Something that's kind of overlooked or under acknowledged is you teach people how to treat you. You teach even the universe how to treat you. Because something that we don't really, another thing we don't really acknowledge is the fact that people on this earth, on this planet, occupy the universe. Or people on this earth are representations of energy or energy. And the reason why I say energy because energy could be positive or negative. And in your life, you want to be attracting positive energy opposed to negative energy. And the more you put out positive energy, the more you put out something that is of value, that could be returned, and that feels good when it is returned, the more you put that energy out, the more that it comes back to you. And that may sound like something that's false or whatever, but it's real. And it's something that you could practice, like, just on a small scale, like, even tomorrow, just see how many opportunities that you have to say thank you, or to say please, or to say, just show that you have some type of manners to somebody, or just a group of people. Just do it for, I don't know, do it to 5 people, or do it for 1 hour straight, and see how it changes everything. And the reason that you'll know that it changed everything is because it's either something that you don't do, or it's something that you don't necessarily acknowledge that you do. But when you intentionally do this, you will see that it has an effect on your life, and it impacts the people around you, and it impacts you. Generally, people, generally, sorry, got distracted. Good people, people who do good things generally get that energy returned to them. And people who do bad things get that energy returned back to them. People who don't acknowledge the fact that they do good or bad they get all kinds of energy, which is bad. But it all returns back to you regardless. And I think I touched on everything. Um, it's kind of getting kind of long. I don't want to make it too long because I don't know. Excuse me. I don't I don't know people's attention spans these days. Um, which is another thing that's kind of messed up about the way things are right now. Like we celebrate the fact that um, a short attention span is a good thing, which is crazy. Um, Not acknowledging the fact that that's a real mental illness, but that's another subject for another day. I hope this helped to, open your mind a little bit or help change your mindset a little bit because that's what my goal is to help people, think differently about certain things. Not necessarily think the way that I do, but just to think differently. So I hope this changed your mindset.